pros, and I need you to get on my level. And this is another tutorial, guys. And this tutorial is about Greatswords. Yeah, why not? Woo! So wait. It's curved Greatswords, not just any Greatsword. It's a curved one. This one doesn't look that curved. There you go. This one looks more. It looks kind of curved. Okay, it's good. Anyways, why are curved Greatswords? Why are they good? Why would you care? What's the difference between a curved Greatsword and a normal Greatsword, huh? Well, for once, they're curved. You know? Yeah. Alright, serious time though. So, curved Greatswords actually attack a bit faster. Well, not really for a Greatsword, a normal Greatsword. It's actually, let me see if I find I think it's up here. So if I actually go with a Greatsword, it's kind of a bit slow. It's a little bit slower. Yeah, it's a little bit slower. But it's actually very strong. It's not that bad. So curved swords actually have a fancy attacks. So normally you're like, alright, cool, why not? This is a normal attack, yeah. But when you actually hold it, and you hold it again, see that's two attacks, not just one. So that's normally what a great curved sword does. It's actually a way of attacking twice. This one, yeah, and this actually has pretty good amount of distance too. So you can actually hit enemies that are pretty far away. So one thing to keep in mind when you're dual wielding, they actually have a little bit of different attack from from great swords. So it's slightly different. It's not that big of a deal, but curved great swords are more easier to get when you're starting the game. That's why they're nicer and they're good. Okay, when doing that, but yeah, they're pretty strong. There is actually a nice combination. You can see how strong they are just by doing this. And this one I actually add this attack because the curved sword, the curved gray sword, is actually really big. So that actually gives it a pretty good amount of distance. So I can literally do it over here. Oh, not over here. Over here. And yeah, actually, it was too close. Let me try to get the distance for you. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful distance. It's nice. So, there's a special curved sword, a great curved sword, which is this one. It's actually not that bad. And it's actually pretty strong. But one thing about great curved swords, like any other weapon, that it's actually a great sword and whatnot, it actually breaks poise pretty fast. So, one thing about it is it's a medium attack speed weapon. It's pretty strong, and it actually breaks poise relatively easy. So now, what? So you're probably saying, oh well, it's like a great sword. It's normal. It's no different. Well, I did learn one thing about this great curved swords is there's actually you can maneuver it a lot easier, and by that I'll show you. So like a jump attack actually goes back. You saw that? I jumped behind him and I still hit him. When you do a great sword and other weapons, you don't really do that. It's actually not that easy to do. But yeah, it's actually really good for like a way to jump towards an enemy, ignore them, and still hit them. So yeah, that's actually pretty strong. It doesn't work with the dual wielding thing, so it's kind of harder to actually do. You can probably do it like if you actually wait until you hit the ground, like I showed you with others, the great swords. So it takes a bit more skill to actually do that. As you can see, it's like instant. Like as soon as you land, you attack. But this one, you can do it in the air, and see, you can turn around really fast. And I'm pushing the button, by the way. I'm jumping and attacking, because this is a normal jump. But then if you hold it like that, see, sometimes you're like really dedicated and you can't really change it. So that's a good thing about the curved greatswords because I do that a lot in PvP, and it's really nice. It gets people all the time. So this one I actually put bleed on it, which is okay. It's 95. It's pretty strong because I do like to add the bloodhound fang. So this is actually really good for bleeding because bloodhound fang is 55 and you get bleed pretty fast. So this is actually really good for type of bleeding. So I like to combine the bloodhound fang and the dismounter, and I'll show you right here why. Because actually the bloodhound fang is actually my favorite curved sword, and you'll see in a second because you're gonna do this, and then you can do a strong attack and just teleport anywhere else. But you don't need to press it again. But it's really strong. And look at that damage, 1,900. And then 2,000 on the doggy. That's just ridiculous. And yeah, it's like a nice evasion. People will start running around. They get like that. You can break poise really easy. And it's just really good all around. Jump, head them back. Yeah, freaking. This was actually the weapon I chose when I started playing Elden Ring. And I put this same setup. And I killed everybody. I killed all the bosses. I did pretty good until I found colossal weapons, which was my favorite because I like greatswords a lot. So I always play with ultra greatswords, which in this game are called colossals. But they did a lot more with colossals, like adding the axes and all that. But basically, I like the giant swords. Basically, I'm a big fan. But anyways, so there's not that many curved greatswords as much as you want, but there's some that are actually really nice. I already showed you the Morgat, which is the one that a lot of people really use. And the thing about the Morgat, it actually has a critical 110, which normally you only get that with daggers. And actually, you can actually get that with the Roger Rapier. You actually get that from that too. So they actually added that more of those weapons to actually have that. So it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, normally daggers have 110. This one has 130. This one has 140, which is actually awesome. But yeah, so we go to the Summer Curved Sword. We can actually show you how good this one is. This is actually this attack. Now, I will tell you because I do like to explain the goods and the bads of it. So the weapon is strong. It has a nice AoE, but if you're using this in PvP, people are gonna dodge pretty easy. That's why I actually like the Bloodhound Fang a lot better because it's more believable to get people. It's still hard because a lot of people see it coming, but this one, you see how I'm just there in the face, just like a moron, like, hey guys, I'm just doing this, why not? But if you actually fight a group of enemies, it's actually really strong because it does have a little bit of poise. But the reason it's bad is because you're just standing there, somebody can hit you. If they're using a colossal weapon, then you're pretty much screwed. Look at this. So it's really good for AoEs, enemies. And then, like I said, it's actually pretty strong. So yeah, I kill all these enemies. Let me get all this beautiful stuff. I don't want it anymore. So yeah, it's actually pretty strong. So that's nice. This one looks cool. I like it. It actually attacks like any normal greatsword, but the strong attack is actually that. That's the difference. And that's different from other ones, because if you put a normal one, this is the strong attack, as you can see. But what I like about the magma one is if you do the power, the ash, and you spam it again, that's actually pretty strong. I don't think there's an enemy alive right now, so I actually gotta revive him again. Hey, wait, maybe the doggies. I didn't see no doggies. Alright, let me see. There we go, come on, doggy, I need it. There it is. Perfect. So yeah, look at that damage. 1,193 for those people that didn't see it. And I'm not even attacking more. And yeah, he just got hit with the magma, so the magma actually hurts. It did like 200 something. I didn't see. If you guys see it, and stop the video, just zoom in and whatnot. But yeah, curved swords are not that bad. They're great. Curved great sword. Let me not insult it, because some people get technical about that type of thing. So relax, people. But yeah, this is actually a very nice combination. It was my first weapon, and I do have fun with it. And I like the back attack. When you roll, it actually attacks like that's a nice swing. So if somebody rolls, you can actually hit them because you can just move this around, and it's not that bad. If you want, you can do a normal attack, which is this. So it's not. It's kind of slow. The strong attack is a bit faster. But this one is, yeah, it's really nice. You can put bleed damage on people really fast, or you can just experiment with the ashes. And you can literally use a bunch of ashes on it too. So we go over here, we can see that we can basically use a lot of ashes. You can actually do the seppuku on it. So everybody that really likes a lot of bleed damage and high damage, instead of using the katanas, you can literally just use curved swords. Great curved swords. So that's actually really good. And yeah, another thing you can use is this little eruption, which is more for like hammers, but they actually allow it for curved swords. So they actually add a lot of stuff for great curved swords that you normally would be like, oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to use that with a normal great sword. But if we actually go to the normal great sword, so you guys can understand the difference over here. So you can see how we don't have. Oh, we got seppuku there. Oh snap! Whoa, wait, we learned something new together, guys. Ain't that awesome? But anyway, yeah. So it's actually good. Alright guys, that's it enough for the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.